Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing Urban Guesser. It's a map by Wolftrekker, and we're changing up the music a little bit. We're going to use the music we've been using for stream and see if you guys find that to be a little bit better. That way there's a little bit more diversity in the music you're going to be hearing in the background. This is, as far as I could tell, Hebrew, so we know we're going to kind of be in the Israel-Palestine general area, because there is what appears to be a Latin translation under it. So I feel like that does put us in that general area. That is more Hebrew for sure. So we have a general region of where we want to be. Now, as being in Urban Guesser, we do need to mainly guess towns and cities. So guessing literally the middle of nowhere, not going to be too helpful. Definitely not Jerusalem. Although, maybe we could be in that general area. But let me know what you guys think of the change in music. Do you like the new style? Do you prefer the old way where we mix a song and just let it play for 20 minutes? Or do you think this is going to be better? I'll let you guys decide. Let me know in the comments. I don't really ask you guys comment questions very often, but when it does happen, I do like to hear what you guys have to say about it. Now, we do have plenty of signs. We're over by a cemetery, not necessarily helpful. Mizpi Ramon on 40, which here's 38. I'm pretty sure 40 is further south. It kind of is. Can we find Mizpi Ramon along 40? If we could even follow 40. Kind of looks like it ends here. No, it goes to the left. Alright. I don't see it anywhere, but then again, I'm pretty blind, so we could pass it at any moment, or we already did pass it. We just missed it. Although it does look like this is where 40 kind of ends. It turns into 55. I thought I just saw something over here. It could be further south on 40. Where's our guess? Down here. Mizpi Ramon. Should be to our south, so I guess that kind of makes sense if it is south. It is. Okay. So we got to be kind of near here. I'm guessing that's what that means. What do these wonderful signs say? That's not the one we want. It's probably this one. No, that's the cemetery. Is it this one? No, we have two signs for the cemetery? Am I stupid? No, two signs for the cemetery. Why do you need two signs for a cemetery? We're... cemetery? Yeah, cemetery. Alright. Well, we know we're kind of near. And actually, 3 miles off ain't bad. Wolftrekker does end up getting the better score. We were actually in Mizpi Ramon, which I guess we should have known. I don't know how we ended up where we did before we found any information. But that, I guess, isn't bad. 3 miles is 3 miles. We just have to make it up as we keep going. Greenland, probably. We do have a roof rack, though. Would that move us more towards the Faroe Islands? It's probably not Greenland. Nordstra.fo, Faroe Islands, as far as I could tell. Because there's no way Iceland's FO. I don't know anything else that could be FO. That uses the language that I'm currently looking at. Nothing. The only F that I could think of off the top of my head right now is France. I really can't think of any other countries that start with F. Fuck. I know that starts with F, but that's not what I was getting at, alright? I can't think of any other country that starts with F. France. God. I know the Faroe Islands obviously aren't their own country, their territory. Or are they a colony? I don't think it really matters. Regardless, return to start. We do have water to our south. It's an island. Of course, we're going to have water to our fucking south. I feel like we need to choose a big city here, and I don't know any of the big cities here. Obviously, any of these cities could be large. It's just, I guess, zoom out more. Which ones stay up when you zoom out? Torshald. Sandvagur. I think Sandvagur is going to be our play. I don't know, man. Definitely tough to tell. We do have what appears to be another island off to our south. That doesn't have any. So, what if we're over here and that's that island? Because that's definitely an island. And it feels like it's a small island. So I feel like it would have to be like one of these. Is there any... could be that. Is there a waterfall nearby? I don't know, I feel like we're kind of struggling to get any of these correct locations. And it could also be the fact that we're not in the Faroe Islands. But a .fo, I don't know where else that would put us. Because that's not Greenland. That's not Iceland. It's got to be the Faroe Islands. Why is this so hard? I'm still struggling to think of any other place that would start with the letter F. And I just can't. I can't comprehend it. Faroe Islands. I think we have a good guess. I hope we have a good guess. God, man. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. When we first started playing this, I don't think we would have ever known that any of these places actually exist. It does end up being over to our east more. Over in Hoyvik, which I think is near the capital of... Yeah, it's over by the capital. I could have... here's the little island that we were seeing. Didn't even notice it on the map. Didn't even fucking notice it. Which I guess makes sense. 22 miles isn't bad either. It's not obviously the best, but there's not much we could do about that now. Orange dirt... Front of the car. Cambodian Muslim restaurant. Well, you know where that puts us. Can we find the Anchor beer, though? That is the question of the day. We did find Cambodia already, so that helps us. There's the Cambodia's People's Party. Here's the Anchor, different type of beer. Where in Cambodia? There's the Cambodian beer. I'm not too sure, man. I'm really not. Happy Dreamily Pizza. Alright. That actually might have a town name on it. Nope. Just the Aspartis Lodge. Sara Lodge. Feels like it's a city. I don't think it's Pompeii. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Krongpersat? I feel like at this point it just comes down to, can you guess the correct city? Or do you get lucky? We have Stungthemi Village. We can look. We can. We will look. I'm not confident that Stungthemi is going to be easy to find. We have a lot of P's and a lot of T's and a lot of K's. Not so many S's. So an S should theoretically stand out if we do come across it. Like here's an S. Here's another S. Here's an S. Okay, so it looks like the S's might be more towards the western part of the country. Because the further east we go... here's another one, I guess. So I guess maybe that's not a good way to go about it. Because here's an S and here's an S. Okay, so there's S's everywhere. I want to see if we can get a better view of that sign, though. Sve Drakam Commune in CM something? CM Reap? I thought I saw CM Reap somewhere. Here's CM Pang. Can we find CM Reap? R-E-A-P? Because I feel like that's going to be kind of where we want it to be. And I know I'm blind. You guys don't have to remind me. I'm pretty fucking blind. It could also be a lot smaller. I just feel like, because this is Wolfchecker's map, I feel like Wolfchecker wouldn't put these really small villages on. I feel like they've got to be a decent size. It feels like it's a decent size. It could be that Google Maps didn't correctly label. It could be that it's an outskirt of Pompeii. Fen. Yeah, Siem Reap. Okay. So it's literally right outskirts. I feel like this is going to be kind of where we are. And we ended up being 150 miles off, so I was completely fucking wrong. Oh, here's another Siem Reap. I didn't see the Krong part. But that's right by Angkor Wat. And I didn't want to guess here because I didn't want it to be near Angkor Wat. And clearly what we want doesn't matter because it ends up being over by Angkor Wat. God, man. We need to pay a little bit more attention to everything going on. Yellow Divided Line Tecate is a Mexican beer. Something that puts us in Mexico. Kind of feels like we do have Gen 4 coverage. Which, this is like the perfect Gen 4 coverage. And I say that because when you look up into the sky, the sun's kind of like blocked by clouds. So it makes it that like perfect light that you needed for Gen 4. Because we will find, as Gen 4 obviously gets updated, a lot more overexposed coverage. And I don't like the overexposed part of most of it. We have Saltillo. I don't know if that's a town name, though. Policia. What municipal? Well, there's the Mexican flag on the cop icon. However, I don't see anything on the vehicle itself that would tell us where we actually are. We have M, which I'm guessing stands for Mexico, 1584. But there is a crest. I can't make out the crest. It's the police crest, which might have... It looks like it has an H on it. It looks like it has an H municipal on it, doesn't it? What would the H municipal be? Is there an H? Doesn't really look like it. I feel like there's more Gen 4 coverage closer to the border, although, again, so Hidalgo maybe? I think that could be the play. But here's Gen 3 coverage, so we got it mixed here. I guess that's kind of cool. Soccer field, and we're back to Gen 4. You see how, like, much brighter this is? Like, overexposed. Overexposed. It just feels too light. I like this darker Gen 4 better. I just feel like it captures it so much better. We haven't found a town name yet. I think we're in the H region. Almost confident we are, to be honest. Sepuedro. The Institutional of Saltillo. So if we are in this region, which I think we are, there should be something that looks like salt in the region as the town name. Or maybe we just... Octopon? Octopon sounds like a fun name. Huasco de Ocampo? That could be fun. We didn't find anything to really tell us any good information. Was this sign as we end? Not really. The Institute Municipal of Culture of Saltillo. We found Saltillo everywhere, but I had no idea where Saltillo is. So, show me Saltillo. It ends up being a lot further north. There's Saltillo. We actually could have seen that from a distance, but I'm pretty sure that the municipal said H on it, so that's why we went with the only H we found. We're just struggle busting our way through this, guys. Yellow and black, it's probably Israel, Palestine. It could be Jordan. There's no yellow license plate, so it's probably not Israel. Jordan, UAE then? Maybe Tunisia? We do have the back of a black car. There's going to be the Arabic, and then it's translated into English. Well, not necessarily English, but Latin. So I think that gets rid of Tunisia. Almost positive it's not Tunisia, actually. So that would be Jordan or the UAE. Now, maybe I am judging, and I do judge locations quite frequently. I feel like this is going to be too poor to be the UAE. And it's not even very poor. It's just the UAE likes to showcase their massive buildings and their oil fields and their fancy sports cars. And I feel like that this doesn't capture that kind of feel to it. I feel like the black car also has something to do with it, but you guys know how bad I am at cars. I think it's got to be Jordan. We could be outskirts of Amman. Although finding a sign definitely would help us, like, tremendously. Watch it be like, Dubai is 13 kilometers to your south, and I'd be like, oh, well, I'm wrong. A lot of Arabic, Aqua and Amen. Amen's to our north. I don't know where Aqua is. Aquaba. But it looks like the sign's telling us it's to our west. So Akaba. Is it over here more? I feel like it's outskirts of Amen, Akaba. But that's kind of what we need. Here's Raba. I don't think they've changed their name. Here's Akaba. Alright. So we're probably... I don't want to say we're over here. I want to say we're closer to Akaba. Mainly because of this. Right? Because Akaba's to our west. But we could already be here. We could be at like this intersection over by the Mecca Street. Because there's not a lot of big towns or villages over here. And there's no way we're going to be near Amen at this point. Because they wouldn't tell us Akaba's to our west. This has got to be south. It's got to be South Jordan. But what other towns exist down in South Jordan besides Akaba? I honestly couldn't tell you. And even if I had all the knowledge in the world, I probably couldn't tell you. Because I don't even know if anything exists down there. And we got really nothing on any of these signs, but you know what? We have a decent guess. Oh, but Wolf Tracker just pinpointed every fucking guess. So not bad at all. It does end up being more in Akaba than outside of Akaba. Not much we could do about that, but we can view the summary. So 22,374 points. That's not bad. Now, I believe there is a bug, so we won't be able to see the map, but we still will be able to see the score list. So Wolf Tracker is coming in first place at 16 points away from a perfect score, which is really good. Taurus in second at 23,164. We came in third at 22,374. Carl's in fourth at 21,700. Quantum in fifth at 21,734. 6-point difference between fourth and fifth place. That's really close. E. Chandler in sixth, really not too far behind either, about 60 points. Cedric Tiger in seventh, 400 points behind E. Chandler. Martin in eighth, only 50-ish. 40-ish points behind Cedric. Dude, this is really close most of the way through. Bo and Bentley Aaron, 9th and 10th respectively. And they're separate. 700 points? 600 points? 550 points? Scribbles in 11th at 19.4 and Tin at 17. Let's see. Looks like that last round did it for you. Which I'm going to assume you went with the UAE there. That's going to be my assumption based on not being able to see it, but based on the distance. So, I know it's tough to determine what region doesn't feel very wealthy. But if you can get that down, you can generally choose between Jordan and UAE. But that's really all I got advice-wise for that. But that is going to be where we call it. I am sorry that we don't have the map. That was a bug, I guess. I don't think it's a feature. So hopefully they are able to fix that and get that back running, because I do like looking at the map and comparing and contrasting and giving advice. But that is going to be where we call it. Thank you all so much for joining us today on this wonderful adventure. But until next time, guys, have a good one. Wash your hands. Read a fucking book or something. And bye-bye.